When I was about 10 or 11 years old, I lived with my mom in a small lake house in rural Oklahoma. One night, I was sound asleep when, out of nowhere, I woke up abruptly. I wasn't the kind of kid to wake up in the middle of the night, so it felt strange. The room was silent except for my mom snoring from the couch in the next room. I tried to ignore the uneasy feeling and go back to sleep, but I realized I really needed to use the bathroom. The bathroom was on the far side of the house, past the kitchen and down a long hallway. I got up, made my way there, and when I was done, I flipped off the light and started heading back to my room. That's when I heard it, the distinct click of the light switch. I turned around and saw the bathroom light flicker back on. My heart started pounding. Then, right in front of me, the light switch began flipping on and off. Click, 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 click. Then, finally, darkness. In the dim hallway, my eyes adjusted, and that's when I saw it, a pale, crouching figure at the end of the hall. It was about my size but hunched down low. I froze. My mind raced. There was no one else in the house besides me and my mom. Then, in a quiet, raspy man's voice, it whispered, "Help me. I'm lost." I wanted to scream, but the terror in my throat wouldn't let me. Instead, I barely managed to whisper, "No." That's when it charged at me, moving fast and low, like it was running on all fours. I bolted, sprinting through the kitchen, around the corner, straight to my mom. I shook her awake, gasping, "It's coming, it's coming." Her groggy eyes snapped to mine, then past me, over my shoulder. And then she screamed. I've never heard a scream like that before or since. Pure, raw terror. She grabbed me, dragged me into my room, and slammed the door shut. Pressing her back against it, she held me close as we listened. We could hear it, something running in circles in the kitchen, hands and feet slapping against the tile floor. Then, suddenly, the sliding glass door to the backyard was yanked open and slammed shut. We didn't move until the sun came up. After that night, my mom sent me to stay with my grandmother for a while. I never stepped foot in that house again. Years later, my mom admitted she went walking around the property after the incident and found an old burial site with 3 small headstones, children's graves from the early 1900s. But the thing that whispered to me that night, it had the voice of a man. To this day, my mom refuses to tell me what she saw behind me that night. She says if she talks about it, it might come back. And that was just the first of many strange things I've experienced in my life.